Hey y'all, this is TCA Gaming, and in this video I'm going to show you guys some Pokemon stuff that I bought, some Yu-Gi-Oh stuff that I bought. In fact, some of my Yu-Gi-Oh collection since I had it out. And then we'll open up some packs at the very end. We don't have too many to open up, but we do have a few. And yeah, it's kind of cool seeing how Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, all these different card games have really seen increases. But I'm going to talk about a few of those things here in this video as well. First, I'm going to start off with. Got a special delivery Pikachu. Picked up another one of those. I think I got it for like 130 bucks or something like that in auction. And then I had someone reach out to me, said that he had the Vivid Voltage hollow boxes. So I ended up buying two of these boxes, and if you look at them right here, you can't really tell that anything's hollow right now. On this side, it looks like maybe more so with this booster box here, and not so much with this one. If you look on the bottom, I don't know if he realized he had sent through two different types of boxes, but he actually sent through both the UK Canada version and the regular North American version. So at first I was really excited, but then I went and looked at the ones that were in my personal collection, and they're actually kind of matching up just like these were. So I'm actually going to open this one up, see if the packs really indeed are hollow, because you can see a shine on it, but these are definitely more prominent. So I'm wondering if this version itself has the hollow packs. But he sent a message along with it. Thanks for the order and all that you do for the Pokemon community. Your knowledge has helped me with my journey into the Pokemon retail space. Keep up the great work. And there's his Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and his store. And he had these for sale on his website. He ended up sending me an invoice, but they were pretty well priced. And from what he said, he normally does like just regular MSRP on whatever there is. Sometimes that works out good, sometimes that doesn't. But for those of you who are looking for MSRP on a lot of things right now, really MSRP is a little bit higher than what you'll be paying. I know people complained about that for the longest time, saying people should be MSRP, but what they didn't realize was like regular boxes at MSRP are $144, and even with Evolving Skies right now, they're not even that expensive before release, and being probably one of the hottest sets the entire year. But stuff like Marnie, that would have been a steal. If you could get a Marnie box, for the retail of $40, that would have been really nice. But go check his site out. He's got several different things for sale. He didn't sell these to me for retail. He actually sold them to me for less than retail. So that was really nice of him. And I'm actually going to pop open the boxes since I have both of these versions already. And what I'd like to do is, there was a guy who was looking for some hollow packs individually. Might put those up for sale. For those of you who are wondering, I did put art sets up of basically all the packs. I can't sell them for like the $3 a piece type thing, and I'd rather just sell a booster box. So right now it's just 20 bucks for an art set for most of the sets. There's a couple a little bit more. I think like Darkness Ablaze doesn't want to pop out. It's like, dang it, come on. There we go. Now it can look like a box. So you can definitely tell these are 100% holographic, and I really like the way that texture is on it. So I'll have some of those for sale. And then we'll open up this Vivid Voltage box as well. And we'll see if these are like partially hollows, same amount of hollow, or not hollow at all. And yeah, you can tell that these are not hollow at all. Yeah. So just to put them side by side. See, I think what maybe he was seeing is, yeah, this is one of the original reprints. That's like the second wave reprint. The original reprints, I don't know if you guys saw that, but like this stuff like rubs off like mad. You see it on my fingers, it's like nasty. But there was an original print, and then there was a reprint that had that weird stuff on the outside, and then you can see right here, like this is a hollow one and this is a non-hollow one. Is this this is the regular CE. So maybe the UK Canada ones, maybe those are the ones that have the hollow booster packs. So you've got both versions here, both types of boxes. Now what I also wanted to check on is the back side. See, I was wondering if they were going to have UK Canada right here, but it does not. Like this is a hollow pack from the UK Canada box, but the packs don't have any variation, which I noticed with the Darkness Ablaze reprint packs, They weren't hollow, but on the back they actually have UK Canada right here, which is, you know, just kind of intriguing. So it's weird how all these different things are kind of coming together for the booster packs. For those of you like me to try to collect every bit of it. Put that one over there. I'll have to sort through these a little bit better, but maybe we'll kind of tweak it here and there, trying to figure out, you know, what's really going on with all these booster packs. All right, now that we're 5 packs into it, or 5 minutes into it, I'll show you guys some other stuff that I bought. So I bought this Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon. This one right here has a lot of connection for me back to the original game when I played Yu-Gi-Oh! And also when I had like this little in-between phase where I was doing some selling on eBay, but not much, because I was doing a lot of H&R blocks. I was helping out a friend over the summer, and I was doing a lot of the electrical and data wire pulls and all those, and they were changing the colors, and I could work basically 50 lines in a few hours. I mean, I got super fast at it and super efficient, but I still wasn't making that much money, you know, while I was doing it. So I was kind of, you know, helping him out during the summer. But I remember I would, every now and then we'd stop by a Walmart or something, you know, while we were traveling around, and usually I would pick up the blister promo that had this as one of the cards sitting right there on the front. So it was cool for me to finally pick this one up. I think I paid about $700 for it in a gem at 10. It's a Credit 10, I will say that. Look at that. But it's almost expected. For those of you who are not aware, Yu-Gi-Oh cards are notoriously easy to grade in 10s, and a lot of times the 10s really don't deserve it because the edges hide wear a lot easier. It's not like this white on blue type deal. Like even from back here, you can't really tell unless you're specifically looking for it, but then you see it. And you know, that's something that I was going to talk about a little bit in this video, because I bought a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh PSA 10s. I really like PSA 10, you guys know that. First edition, I really like first editions, and I really like a lot of this Yu-Gi-Oh stuff, but I'm just wondering, you know, a lot of these cards really went up 10, 20, 50x, you know, past year or so. You know, we saw similar stuff with Pokemon, but it's come back down. But Yu-Gi-Oh's continued to go up. But I expect the pops on these to change a lot more rapidly than the Pokemon stuff. So I don't know if that's a good thing, indicating how strong the Yu-Gi-Oh market is, or how weak it was, or potentially are these going to come back down really far, because you don't see a ton of these going into auction. But I bought most of these off of a guy on Instagram. He had some of these listed on eBay. Like this card right here, Beast of Talwar. I remember pulling this card. It wasn't that great, it wasn't that bad. You know, you have Summon Skull for 1 tribute, which was 2,500 attack, versus, you know, this, which was 2,400 attack. So nobody really ever ran a Beast of Talwar, but it was a fiend, so there were certain things that helped out fiends. Hinokagu Tsuchi. Again, this is probably one of the cheaper ones. Acts of Despair. This is always a really cool card. You could pair it up with Maha Vilo, or in conjunction with something like a Mage Power, and really ramp up the attack of somebody. We have a Luster Dragon right here. One of the original 4-star 1900 attack no tribute monsters. The original, I think, was Jiminy Elf. If you played the game, maybe like Vorse Raider. But he didn't come out in the actual card game until I think CT2. I can't even remember now. But before that, it was Mechanical Chaser at the 1850. That was the big dog. Now, this is one that I played a lot, Goblin Attack Force, because it had 2,300 attack. Yeah, it went into defense position, but it could also blast through those 2,000, the stubborn 2,000 defense monsters with 4 stars. Dark Ruler Hades, I like this one because it was a fiend. It's only 50. It was still 50 less than the Summon Skull, but it's still really good for a 1 tribute, and it negated the effects of effect monsters on all fiend type monsters. Now, everyone ran this one back in the day, Mirror Force. Yeah. My brother pulled one of these from a pack and actually traded it for a non-holo Japanese version of that Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon in the background. But I think I picked this one up for about $1,500. We have Gate Guardian here. Super high attack. You know, Blue Eyes Ultimate's more, but you know, this is one that you can get through without fusion. You had the Suijin, Kazijin, and the, what was the other one? Sanga the Thunder, I think. But they basically just pieced together. They just sat on top of each other. And I got this one for, I think, $32.50. And then the last one I got was Black Skull Dragon. It was so cool when Joey played, you know, this card. You know, he put together the Summon Skull and the Red Eyes Bee Dragon. I think I bought this one for $3,000. I was thinking about getting the one from Ruxin, but he has said he already had an offer of $4,000, so I wasn't going to come in with an offer less than that. This is one that I was actually having to check on my registry, so while I had it out, thought I'd show it. First edition PSA 10 Shining Charizard. Now I'll show you a few other things that I have in my Yu-Gi-Oh collection. So for those of you who are waiting for the Pokemon packs to be opened up, maybe just fast forward a few minutes. I remember I used to have this one first turn, combo type deal where you'd win. Basically, you'd need something like a Heavy Storm or a Harpy's Feather Duster, and that would wipe out all your opponent's magic and traps. Then you'd play Regeki or Dark Hole, and that would wipe out all of his monsters. So the field was yours for the taking. So you still have 4 cards in your hand because you start with 5 and you draw 1. This is the Era version. It's got gold lettering. Bazoo the Soul Eater, one of the most crazy 4-star monsters you ever had. They had to actually put in 2 erratas for that card. You got Buster Blader. You also have like a Pot of Greed, and then you need something like a Scapegoat. And there's a couple of unlimited Beast Skull Dragons. What you do is you play the Pot of Greed. Hopefully you would draw into, if you didn't already have Scapegoat or something else like a United We Stand or a Mage Power. And basically you'd play Bazoo, and you would remove 3 cards from your discard pile. They changed it to where you have to remove 3 monsters, but back then it was just remove 3 cards, and it would increase his power level by his attack power by 300 for each card you remove. So that'd take him up to 2,500 attack. Then you play United We Stand, which gives you 800 attack points for every monster on your side of the field. So he gets a boost of 800. But you play Scapegoat, which would give you, it would fill up the remaining 4 spaces. So now it boosts his attack by 5,000 because it's 800 times 5. Yeah, times 5. So that's 4,000. Or that's 6,500. Then you have to play like a Mage Power, and then whatever your other card was, you just set it down, and he would hit for the 8,000, and it'd be just game over, because 8,000 life points is what you had. A couple reprints. This is an original. This is a reprint. I know people keep saying there's something down here that you can tell with the stars, but I haven't seen it yet. I just look at the texture, like the card. Like you can tell, like this is a little bit darker. It has that wavy foil that we saw come in with the latter print of the first edition LOB, which that might set some people off, but to me it doesn't make sense that they would have the wavy on the unlimited plus parts of the Metal Raiders and that kind of stuff, and then for them to say that was the beginning. But right here, this is like a more smooth foil. You can tell. Also up here it says magic, and that'll say spell. The word magic got outlawed. So anytime you see spell, you know it's a reprint. Got Dark Hole there. Got Trap Hole. Got a couple Exodia the Forbidden ones. This is an original print. This is a reprint. I think they've started labeling reprints now. I don't know what all cards that they can do that with or that they're able to tell, but I assume it has something to do with that stars if they're doing it with monster cards too. I think I saw a Chaos. So, because there has to be something definitive, not just kind of like a stock texture for PSA to actually recognize the difference. So I assume it has something to do with what people have been saying about the stars that I'm just not seeing. I must be blind. There's an Unlimited Gate Guardian, and there's an LOB Blue Eyes Unlimited. Let's see what else we have here. Got a Maneater. Got a Jump Blue Eyes White Dragon. Love that artwork. There's a Blue Eyes Toon Dragon. Glad I've got these when they were $350. Raise your hand if you're one of the few people who listened to me and bought this card at $400. Well, if you raise your hand, then you 10 extra money, because it's like a 4,000 plus card now. Last I saw it was like at 6. Here's a BPT Blue Eyes White Dragon. I got this one for a couple $100. This went up a lot too this past year. A couple more of the Goblin Attack Forces in first edition. One of my favorite cards to play in those decks. Got Sanga. There's Suijin. Most of those are first edition. Got 7 Tools of Bandit. There's a Heavy Storm. There's Summon Skull first edition. I ended up trading E-Birdman. I can't remember what I traded him, but it was about $2,500 value at the time. There's Premature Burial, and there's another Mirror Force. I like Mirror Force. It used to be the Charizard for what I bought and sold. I used to buy and sell Charizards, and everything else was kind of just extra with Pokemon. It was Mirror Force from Metal Raiders. That's what it used to be for me for Yu-Gi-Oh! Alright, so now let's get around to the pack openings. The first one here we have D-Man 250. He bought a Jungle Unweighed Booster Pack. Let's see what he gets. Make sure I don't have any of that white stuff on my fingers. I don't think it damaged the card anyways. He actually bought this one at the end of last week. It's just been a crazy weekend for those of you who bought some of the Evolving Skies boxes I put up. At the time I was about $15 higher, and by the time they sold out I was about $10 lower than the price on eBay, so I think a lot of people are selling through those much faster than they anticipated. Got you a Pikachu, that's always good. Lickitung, and you got a Butterfree. So you got basically the best uncommon and the best common. Got the second best common as well. Probably the third best common. And then, can you get the best holo? Oh, well, you got one of the best rares. You got a Flareon. That's always a good one to pull. Put that one in the sleeve. I believe he said D-Man was one of his friend's old AOL, or maybe it was AIM IDs or names or something like that, which that's pretty cool. I haven't heard, I don't hear much about AOL. I'm pretty sure he said AOL, and that's why it stuck in my head. But it might have been AIM. But anyways, congrats on your pack there. I know you didn't pull a holo, but you did really good for a non-holo pack for Jungle. Alright, then next up we have something very nice. We have a heavy Neo Discovery First Edition booster pack, and Jarvis bought this. You guys probably know who this guy is. He's gained more. He probably gains more subscribers weekly than I have. Was it 8 years I've been on here now? All right, so we're down to 3 heavy Neo Discovery packs that are left. So if, for whatever reason there isn't a holo in this one, we do have backup packs. And the last 2 are the heaviest of the bunch. Like they were the only ones that weighed over 21.1. I've got a very exciting pack to open up for you guys soon. I'm just kind of waiting on some mail to come through. It was supposed to have delivered on the 19th, which it hasn't yet. It hasn't even left Chicago, but sometimes registered mail is like that. Alright, Jarvis, let's see what you get. Unknown, a pip. Let's check. Is that corner good? I think it's good. I think the corner's good. We'll double check it, because I think with the poly, or was it Polyrath? It was maybe it was Kabutops. We thought it was good. It was one of the cards, and then when we actually, it was a Tyranitar, and then we actually looked at the individual card, it actually wasn't. So, all right, here we go. Oh, it is a non-holo rare. So Jarvis, this is not your pack. It's a beautiful artwork for the Butterfree, though, is it not? Hits my wallet a little bit harder, but I don't think we're going to have any more of these. Actually, no, this is a non-holo pack, so this one goes back on the consignee. That's right. If it has a dinged corner, I'm paying for those. Let's hope that doesn't happen. All right, we have 2 packs. Let's see if we can get them matching artwork. Since that one was an Umbreon. All right, so we'll give you the Umbreon artwork. Let's try this again. Can we pull an Umbreon from an Umbreon? Kabuto. Got the Natu. Can we get an Eevee? Ruin Wall. Unknown D. Hyper Devolution Spray. How's the corner look? Oh! That's rough. Alright, so the corner there is messed up. So I'm not going to... I'll give you the option if you want to have it, no matter what the card is. We'll turn it over here in a second. But I'm definitely not going to charge you for that one. Alright, here we go. Boom! It's a Polyrath. I'm sure you don't want that. Alright, we'll go ahead and open up the next one. This is the very last Neo Discovery pack, so gotta make sure to pull these offline. And hopefully this one also does not have that corner ding thing. We've had 3 of those, I believe, so far. And see, the first one that we were opening didn't have it, so it had to be me that did it. I just don't know when it happened. And just so you guys know, the consignee, and he reached out to me, he said he didn't want me to take all of the costs on it, but it couldn't have been his fault. Like, there's just no way. Like, I opened up the sealed box myself, so I know, and the first ones were fine, so it had to be me somewhere along the line. Alright. Okay, so the good thing is, the back card does not have a ding in that corner. Bad thing is it's the last pack. So for some reason I did mess up on the weights, and the holo is not in here. Jarvis will be out of luck, or I imagine he doesn't want to pay $1,100 for a Polyrath that has a dinged corner. Oh, you got the Umbreon, the best pull you could get. Well, maybe Espeon, but I would say the Umbreon is the one that everyone chases after. And look at that, it's got a swirl right beside the moon. The last heavy pack. Oh, and the corner looked good. Maybe like a white dot there, but it does not have that corner ding. The centering almost looks a little different. Am I thinking right? No, it's from the same one. Don't even sleeve that Polyrath. Oh man, what a way to end the heavy packs. You do have a white dot there and a little tiny white dot on that side. But man, that's the one that you want. Wow, he's hollow over the Umbreon. You got a hollow bleed Umbreon. Can you guys see that? Look at his body. Wow, the whole thing is hollow. You got a full hollow bleed plus a swirl. And then it's on the Umbreon. Wow, congrats, man. I'm glad it worked out. For those of you who stuck through all of my Yu-Gi-Oh ramblings, I hope it paid off. Thanks guys for watching, and I'll try to have another video up soon.